ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Branded, my podcast that meets with CEOs of products that are out there that are branded. What an amazing name I came up with, huh?
Yeah, that's very original.
Branded, you know? So anyway, I'm here with Steve Ryan, owner of Fetch the Sun Clothing.
Yes.
But it's not just like a regular t-shirt, which a beautiful t-shirt you got on right there.
Yeah, it's our hiking shirt.
Your hiking shirt. Well, so tell me about your business, how you got started.
Fetch the Sun. We're the world's first lifestyle for dogs and humans who love adventure. So what does that mean? What do
Who
we
doesn't?
do? Who doesn't, right? So we make clothing for dogs and for people that match. So, and all of our clothes revolve around outdoor activities you could do with your dog. So whether it be surfing, hiking, camping. Yes, people surf with their dogs. I'll talk about that in a minute.
What?
Yes.
I can't even surf.
And being out here in sunny San Diego, there's actually a pretty big community of surf dogs.
Dog surfers.
And let me see if I could get them over.
Yeah. Where's our surfer?
First off. So
yeah, go ahead.
You guys are probably going to hear some barking on this episode.
And that's usually me.
This is Fetch the Sun. We are surrounded by dogs. So if you guys hear some barking and playing, it is what it is. But let me try and get one of our guys over here. Snoopy, come here.
We have a dog around here. There's a bunch of dogs.
Come here, Papa. Oh, what a good
They're all
boy.
wearing clothes.
What a good boy. So Snoopy is wearing my matching shirt here. You can see.
That's brilliant.
And back to surfing community, we adopted Snoopy out of the animal rescue. We were lucky to get him when he was about 4 months old. He's a Jack Russell Chihuahua. We think maybe a little bit of Dachshund Hound, maybe some other things in him. But we said, hey, let's take him to Del Mar Dog Beach, and we saw dogs surfing there. So we're like, hey, I've surfed all my life and got a bunch of boards, and I'm like, yeah, I got a foam top board that this guy would like, and we put him on there, and he took right to it. He loved it.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
Do you have like little wetsuits for him yet?
No, it doesn't get that cold here. We do put life jackets on them though. If you are thinking about taking your dog surfing, always put a life jacket and be safe. That's kind of one of the other things we do as Fetch the Sun. Oh, here's Lucy. She's
Lucy.
Very jealous.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi.
Say hi to the camera.
Say hi.
There
she is.
There you go. Right over there.
She's another
Pretty
rescue.
dog.
We got her when she was about 2 years old, and she actually had 8 puppies in the shelter. 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they kept hyping it up on the shelter's website that it was right around the holidays. So she was Rudolph with her 8 reindeer.
Oh, no kidding.
And they made this whole big campaign, and we knew we wanted Lucy here, and we were lucky to get there in time to adopt her, and she's a total sweetheart. You would think she's a golden retriever, cocker spaniel mix, and we think she's got a little bit of lab in her. Perfect water dog, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we got her out in the water, and she wanted nothing to do with it.
No, really?
Yeah.
What happened? You don't want the water?
She just didn't.
Wow.
Not a water dog.
So this is incredible, though. No, I just wanted to kind of go back a little further.
Oh, come on, Mike.
With your career. You're a military man.
Yes. Retired military. Right. I did 23 years in the Navy.
Thank you for your service.
Oh man, thanks for saying that.
Incredible.
It was a ride, and retired out of that in December of 2019, right before COVID, and started this business basically next day. I mean, I already had the business going,
right?
But jumped into it full time.
But this is a little more than. Don't you do a lot of donations? There's something about your company that is special.
Yes, yeah. We love animal rescue, and we wish we could adopt more dogs than we have now. But unfortunately, we got a full house. Yeah. As you see in our yard, you'll meet the other guy here. Here, come here, Chewy.
There's Chewy.
Chewy, this is Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Oh, this is our newest guy. He's a Pomeranian. We think he's got something else mixed in him, but we're not sure. He's pretty big. He's about 15 pounds right now, and he's our newest. We think he's about 2 years old.
Okay.
Maybe a little over 2.
You're pretty.
But yeah, nice. We're kind of at capacity with animals. You don't see inside the the place, but we got three cats in there. Big cats. One's 24 pounds and the other's about 22. We got I call him the kitten, but he's like he's about 2 years old, and he's a normal size cat, but he weighs 9 pounds. But he looks dwarfed compared to the big cats we got.
Well, this is great.
So yeah, we're kind of at capacity with animals in our house, and when we started Fetch the Sun, we kind of drew a line in the sand and said, hey, everything we sell, every item we sell, we're going to donate a portion of proceeds.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're proud to say that since we founded in 2019, we've donated a portion of every sale. I know. And those are sales that we made on our website, on Amazon, on Etsy, and also at wholesale. So when we go and we sell to a retailer, we donate a large portion of those proceeds that we get.
That's amazing because I'm a dog lover. We have.
I could see that, man. The dogs love you.
Dogs.
Too.
I don't know if I smell like meat that attracts them.
It's probably that jacket you've got on.
I don't know. It smells like a little what? Carpaccio. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, I always had a little dog as a kid and
Snoopy, say hi.
Mostly throughout my life.
Okay.
So I think I find this business that you have, the brand that you've developed, Fetch the Sun, is incredible because are a lot of people doing this?
Doing like
selling
clothing
for dogs.
There's
match the human.
There's a few out there, but we really dialed into that adventure apparel. So yeah, I was saying when we adopted Snoopy and got him into surfing, I've been lifelong surfer, and I was looking for a shirt that showed my love of surfing and my love of dogs. And needless to say, I came up nil. There's nothing out there, and really there was no adventure apparel that tied dogs in with it. So my wife Jennifer and I were talking, and we're like, you know what? Why don't we make it? And with that, Fetch the Sun was born.
The dogs are loose. Who let the dogs out?
And Lucy's just like, oh,
this is great. This is normal. This is normal.
This is normal.
This is normal.
Here you go, Luce. You're being so good.
So
Here,
with your brand, how difficult was it to start is any kind of company, but clothing companies in particular.
Yeah,
are tough.
We kind of starting for us was actually a little bit easy. We had some prep time before we actually brought goods to market, so we were able, talk to folks about trademarking, getting our name trademarked, our logo trademarked, getting the LLC set up, getting all the legalities out of the way. And when it came to products, it was really what took the longest was sourcing the right shirt.
Because these are nice, I could tell.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a t-shirt guy, but that quality is awesome.
Yeah, so hey, I'll talk about that here. So we ended up. Hold on one second.
Oh, that's okay. Hey guys, come here.
Come on. Hey, you want some treats?
Treats.
I
know.
Lucy's
oh no! Look how quiet they got.
Steve, you can give them.
Okay. Okay, you're first. There you go, buddy.
No, Lucy, you just had some.
There you go. Treats are always good. Okay, I got one more for you. Nope, that's my finger. And this one is for you. Oh, here it is, up here. Here we go, buddy. Nice. You always got to have a pocket full of treats.
Yes, of course.
You never know.
At all times. Standard practice.
They're so lovable. And they like the shirts.
They do. It kind of like if you feel like the way they feel on the dogs, it's kind of hard to show you on the camera here, but it kind of mimics like a warm hug on them, and it tends like that barking you heard. There's some sirens going off. You probably didn't hear in the background. Some coyotes started howling, and that's what got them going.
They got all worked up.
But it kind of gives mimics a hug.
Okay.
On them. And they're also good for going on adventures, right? It's not the end all be all solution, but it keeps sand off of them if you go to the beach, off their belly and off their back. We learned a trick recently from a friend that you could spray bug spray on them and put them on the shirts, and it keeps the bugs off your dogs.
I did not know that trick.
It'll keep some of the foxtails off on the hiking trails.
Yeah, all those little thistles that are all over San Diego.
Yep.
Since we had that rain, it's like the first time because when I do my hikes on the weekend,
Yeah.
we're covered. We call it, shiggies. So you got to wear high socks and
Yes.
stuff. If
Yeah,
not,
you
you
get
get all
those,
those
and
thistles
they
in there,
stick in there,
and
and they're hard to get off.
it's
But
all
like,
that milkweed.
yes, and they're
Oh,
very, 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 very extremely dangerous for dogs if left in there, because they get in their ear, they can get in their nose, they work up behind the eyes. Like, you really always want to check your dogs for foxtails after hiking. Oh, so back to clothes, right? And how we got started. We initially were just taking stuff pre-made off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a distributor we were going with out of Chicago who had shirts pre-made. We found a dog shirt manufacturer who manufactured us blanks, and we would
Right.
take all of that. We found a printer here in San Diego, had them silk screen printed with our designs, and sold them that way. We did run into some problems with that, because one is the shirts, if unless it was black or white, there's
Right.
always some little mismatch of color, right? So
Oh boy.
for light blue, you would end up with two different light blues, one for the dog, one for the men's and women's. And then for purple, we sent tons of samples to the factory that makes the dog shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and it still was like just off a little bit. So in mid 2021, we kind of went back to the drawing board, and we designed our own dog shirt,
Right.
which Snoopy, come
Snoopy,
here.
come here.
You want a treat? Actually, let me show you with Lucy. Lucy's a little better. Lucy, come. Good girl. Come here. Come on.
Now they all want to get up. They saw the treats.
All right. So with these shirts, come here, Lucy. Oh, my papa. With these shirts, we made a little design enhancement.
Oh, wow.
Where you could snap them along the side, and it's really good for, one, older dogs who may have arthritis, and two, good for dogs who just in general don't like having their legs manipulated, because the whole thing comes off like this.
So it makes it nice and easy to take off. Oh, wow.
And you don't even have to touch the legs or the paws.
That's actually ingenious.
Comes right off. And it opens up like that.
Wow.
And it's kind of it takes a little bit extra to snap up along the side. So if your dog has no problem wearing shirts, you could just slip it over them like a normal dog shirt. And then at that same time, we were like, hey, let's find a factory that can make our human shirts as well, and cut everything from the same bolt of fabric,
so they really match.
And then we had some time to do this, so we really, really looked out there and found some ethical factories to make our clothing, ones that had all the right certifications. And around that same time, we were like, you know what? Let's since we are an adventure company, we love the outdoors. We're like, let's make these things eco-friendly. And it costs us a little more money to make them, but we source all sustainable fabrics now. So whether it be organic cotton or recycled polyester, everything we use is it's eco-friendly and more environmentally friendly.
You guys have taken that extra step, unlike other companies that are just pumping out, polyester shirts or just cheap cotton.
It is a little hard, because when you compete with them in the market, it costs a little more to make these. We got to charge a little more, and these other companies who aren't kind of doing the same steps as us are undercutting us. But I will say, when we go out, and we do have mobile pop-up shops around San Diego. And one of the biggest feedback we get from customers is like, they cannot get over how soft the shirts are. And you could feel that. It's the same, made from the same material as the human shirts, and they're just.
You have these in a double X. I'd wear this.
I do have one.
Snaps up the side.
No.
Why not? No. This is great. I could. As I said, I wear a lot of t-shirts, and I always look at quality. I want something that's going to last, and this has that nice soft
it's all
texture to it. It's really kind of a little stretchy.
Yep, it's really good for dogs and humans too. I've been putting on a little bit of weight. I still haven't lost my COVID-15, so that little stretch and the way we cut these shirts, it does provide like a little extra forgiveness.
Yeah,
and it feels really good. And I'm not just saying that because it's my company. It really, you'll be surprised that people come up and they're like, oh my God, never felt a shirt like this. And
So that's one way to get the word out on your brand. What are other things that you've done that you've succeeded in to get the brand out there to sell more product, and some of the things that haven't worked out so well?
yeah, I'll start with the things that haven't worked out so
Yeah, yeah.
well. And I said we started this company in December of 2019, and our biggest sales outlet was, we're in San Diego. There's a lot of events here. Pre-COVID, there was about 35 million tourists coming to San
Wow.
Diego a year. And we're like, our bread and butter of sales, our most profitable sales, the most sales we're going to get is going to these local dog events. And that's really going to get our brand out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And we started going to events in February. By the time we got our branding signs made and our tent and all our equipment, and yeah, we hit 3 events in February, and sales were just gangbusters. It's really good. Sold out of most
Nice.
most sizes, and it was going really great. And then March happened, and
We know what happened after
COVID,
that.
and all of our events got canceled. So we really had to put an emphasis on Amazon at the time. And we were like, okay, how are we going to advertise these things? And Amazon is just, oh, there they go again. What's the
Yeah.
matter? What do you guys
What's up?
hear?
Oh, because they're not getting any camera time?
No camera time. Come here. Come
You
here.
can come
Lucy.
up here, Luce.
Oh, Lucy's naked now. Come
Whoa,
on.
Lucy.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Show
How
everybody
about you, Chewy?
your beautiful golden fur. All right.
But that's okay. So Amazon.
Yeah. So we get on Amazon, and there's millions of products on Amazon. So it's like, how do you get your product to the top? And we started putting all this money into paid ads on
Right.
cost per click, and that started draining our account really quick. So we're like, let's try social media advertising. And
Mhm.
we tried that, and same thing. It was like, it's like, if you want $1,000 in sales, you got to spend $1,000 on
Yeah.
ads, and that's
It's a wash.
from a business standpoint, it's a wash, right?
Yeah.
You might get some branding, some some brand recognition in that, but not so much. And really, for the price, we didn't find that was working well. So we went back to the drawing board on that,
Mhm.
and we're like, let's just build our brand organically.
Right.
So my wife and I, we've been around dogs our entire life. We've been adventuring with all of our dogs we've had all our life, whether it's
Right.
going on hikes, surfing with Snoopy, taking the dogs swimming, running. I used to be a pretty avid runner, not so much these days, but I've
Yeah.
always had my dogs running with me on short runs. So we're like, why don't we leverage that knowledge? Oh, I'm sorry, my wife, she's a certified dog trainer as well.
Oh, nice.
And we said, why don't we leverage that knowledge? And we started blog writing. And so we
Yeah.
publish a blog and it's on Fetch the Sun on the website, and it's all about outdoor adventures you could do with your dog. We write quite a bit on our animal rescue initiatives. Not we talk about who we're donating to that month, but we also do a lot on how our readers and listeners could get involved in animal rescue within their community. And just recently, we started a podcast.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, some really smart guy gave me the idea to
But he's brilliant.
start a podcast, and we're already 3 episodes deep in that, prepping
Nice.
for episode 4 right now. Same theme. We talk to our donation partners, our animal shelters who we're
Mhm.
donating to, find out what they're doing in the community. We also will talk to experts on certain subjects, such as like hiking with your dogs, running with your
Right.
dogs. Yeah, this month we're currently working on a podcast with a woman in our community who started a whole business on doing stand-up paddleboarding with dogs, and she'll take people and train them. It's an
Wow. That's
amazing
pretty cool
company.
to
So yeah,
see,
we got
too.
her lined up for next week. We'll be talking with her. Really excited.
Nice.
So yeah, so it's more like, instead of, I hate to equate flushing money down the toilet, but for us, it's social media advertising and cost per click. It just didn't really
Didn't bring any
do
sales
oh, it
in,
brought sales in,
but
but not
onesies and twosies.
onesie twosies. And I'm not tooting my own horn, but when you're donating portions of proceeds at the level we are, it really like your margin gets extremely thin and then negative really quick. So you really got to be careful with advertising. And the kind of we feel like, okay, if we connect with the community and we talk about our experiences, we could really build our brand that way.
Right. So San Diego, big dog friendly community here.
Extremely. One of the most dog friendly cities in the US.
Yeah, which is pretty incredible. When we take our dog out, at least 5 dogs are out around us all the time. So I see that, and I think the opportunity to get your brand out nationwide is wide open. You just got to figure out what that little trick is to get people shopping mostly from e-commerce nowadays. Maybe that's a plus. Maybe things are going in that direction for you.
We pulled off Amazon, and just because it was just
too many extra. You can say it. Too many extra expenses.
Yeah,
that you
too
don't
many
plan
extra
on.
expenses. It's like people want a T-shirt, and they'll order. They won't look at the size chart. They'll order a large, an extra large, and a 2XL. They'll keep the XL because it fits great, and they'll send the large and the 2XL back. And I think what most people don't realize is the sellers who are selling on the brands on Amazon are getting dinged for those returns. So you're paying about, at the time it was $360 per shirt out. So that's, for the 2 shirts they don't want, that's $720 out, and then $720 coming back. So you're out $1440 on shirts. And unless you jack up your price,
which you don't want to do,
your margin's really going to take a hit. So we decided to get off of that, get on Etsy. And Etsy it's been a great platform because you're really able to connect with the customer on it, send personalized notes to them. On Amazon, all your stuff's in their warehouse. You don't really get to talk to the customer or get a feel for what they're looking for. On Etsy, it's a lot of, our team, as soon as we get an order, one of our team will go out right to that customer and say, hey, you ordered a large dog shirt. It fits these breeds. Is that what you want? And sometimes they'll come back and be like, oh, no, I got a golden retriever. Be like, okay, you need a 3XL. We'll take care of that. And they're
great customer service.
They're really happy with that. Yes. Yeah, we pride ourselves on our customer service, too, of engaging with customers. And
especially with animals. I mean, I don't know what size, it's going
to fit. Yeah, dog shirts are extremely hard to fit,
so
right?
Though. I mean, you're the expert. And like you said, with Amazon, you can't get personal with the people.
Right.
With Etsy, yeah. Nice.
Is that your new friend? You're gonna go home with him?
Coming home. My dog might get a little jealous, but that's okay. So what's next for you guys? What do you have, like, besides doing a podcast and working with some smaller companies? Thinking maybe brick and mortar shop, or maybe being part of a brick and mortar?
I mean, eventually, yeah, that's kind of on our long-term plan. We'd love to have a brick and mortar shop here in San Diego. Just unfortunately with lease rates right now, it's just kind of
not the easiest.
It's not the easiest, right? And I did mention that we redesigned all of our shirts to make it with this organic cotton and the little snaps. And to do that and to source these specially from factories, our minimum order quantities went up. So right now we only have 2 styles available, right? We have our surfing shirt, and we have our hiking shirt. And we currently have our logo shirt and running shirt in development, or it's being produced now.
Okay.
And we should have those in about another month or so. But, to open up a brick and mortar shop solely for your brand with 4 designs.
Yeah, you got to have some sales. I mean, you got
to.
It's almost like, these, surfing brands.
Yeah.
They have a brand already off the surfboard, and then you can sell all that T-shirt merch and hats and shoes.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people don't realize, like companies like Quicksilver, they make wetsuits. That's their big thing is wetsuits. But
everyone's wearing a silver.
Everybody wears a
Quicksilver shirt or a Volcom or Red Bull.
Red Bull
surfing. Yes. They're all part of that.
So we definitely are starting to branch into some wholesale to retail now.
Okay.
We got a couple smaller boutiques just spread around the U.S. and actually one in France and one in Germany.
No kidding.
Right now, who are carrying Fetch the Sun products.
Wow.
So yeah, we just opened up the French account this past
Sunday. How did that
Sunday.
come about?
So we have a friend whose sister lives in France. she got some samples. She walked her dog into one of the little pet boutiques in France, and the shop owner loved it. Said, "Hey, where did you get that from?"
Where do
And
you get these
yes,
t-shirts?
yeah,
Huh?
and it just one thing led
More
to
Canadian.
another, and we just shipped out a pretty big order.
Wow! Congrats.
Yeah, what's today? Today's Thursday, Monday, or
Today's
today's Friday. So
already.
Monday morning we DHL'd out a shipment to them, and
That's fantastic. Going abroad.
yes,
Now, do you encourage people to take pictures that you guys could post? Is that something you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we send a little flyer in with every order.
Yeah.
We run a contest on our social media. So it's like, if you buy some Fetch the Sun gear and you take a picture of your pup wearing it, you wearing it, or preferably both of you wearing it,
Right.
and you tag Fetch the Sun on Instagram, you get entered in a monthly drawing, and every month we give away a
Nice.
prize. I want to say this month we're giving away one of our surf shirts, our older surf shirts.
So what's your Instagram handle?
Fetch the Sun. It's fetch
Just
underscore the underscore sun.
Which will be great because I'll be posting that up on this video.
Yeah, we'll give you the website too.
Yeah, and I'll put all that stuff in there for you so people know, because e-commerce is still, a selling point for you on your own site.
Right.
So people can just go there right
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah. We sell direct on our website also,
and that's awesome. So in 5 years, where do you see yourself? Where do you guys?
I got some pretty high hopes, and
No,
I have a friend. Guy I used to work for in the military. He used to say, shoot for the stars. If you hit the trees, at least you got off the ground, right? So
I like that line.
Our 5-year plan is, to be in a lot of outdoorsy type major retail shops, to have our own brick and mortar shop, a couple of them, spread throughout some key locations. For some reason, I have in my head I want to have a shop in downtown Disney.
That would be awesome.
Maybe I'll get there, maybe not.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, that's just kind of spread out throughout the world.
Well, I wanted to mention that I know you're not alone in this business. Your wife, Jennifer, is a big part of this. And
huge part of it.
2 great kids that are helping you promote, Colin and Riley.
They are, yes.
And to me, that's very important. You have family around you to help and to be part of what your dream is.
Oh yeah, no, Jennifer's she's been amazing throughout this whole journey, and it's like, I could sit here and talk about, it's my company, but it's just as much hers as well.
Right.
And
that's why I brought it up, so you won't get in trouble.
all the designs are her brainchild.
No, which is awesome. So, I love you guys. Just for the record, we're friends.
Yes.
We're actually friends. My wife and we're all one big happy group here.
And what's crazy is our first names are Steve, right?
So we can never forget.
What's even crazier is we both grew up in Connecticut.
Isn't that amazing? You run across somebody,
small world,
and we kind of lived near each other growing up, the same kind of ideals and values, and that's why we're friends.
Yep.
So I want to thank you for coming on today.
No, thank you so much.
We'll have you back again. Not in 5
us.
years. I'm not going to wait 5 years.
Okay.
But we'll have you on and do a little follow up, maybe when you get some new products.
Sounds good. And
you get moving along. Thank you for listening, guys. This is another episode of Branded. Cheers. Thank you, brah. Oh, you got to give it the shaka.